We need to know that there is not a single difficulty that we experience in life except that it goes away. If you're sick today, tomorrow you'll get better. If the sickness doesn't go away, the fact that you're healed from it, then you'll die from it. And that's the sickness gone away. The point is there is not a difficulty except that it'll go away. And at the same time, there is not a single happiness except that it will come to an end as well. No, happiness doesn't last forever. It also ends. And so we understand from this that life is between experiencing difficulties and experiencing moments of happiness. Difficulties we experience in life come to an end, and a new one will start, and that will come to an end. And happy moments in life as well will also come to an end. And then you'll have another happy moment, and it'll come to an end, and so on. And once you know this, and once you're aware of what I just said, you will learn to be patient during difficult times. Why? Why would you remain patient and you will find being patient in difficult times easy? Because you know that your difficulty won't last. It'll end. And also, when you know this, you will be able to remain calm whenever you are presented with a happy moment in life and not become too excited and overexcited. Why? Because now you know that this happy moment, it won't last. It'll come to an end. This is why it's very important to know that every difficult moment has an ending, and every happy moment will come to an end as well. So relax, remain patient in difficult times, because the difficulty will go, and don't be too happy and overexcited in happy times, because your happiness is going to end as well. And we should know as well that the only place that is free of difficulty and the only place that is going to be enjoyed 100% is the paradise. This is why Allah Azza wa Jal, He called the paradise Darus Salam. Lahun Darus Salami inda Rabbihim. That's one of the names of the paradise, Darus Salam. Allah Azza wa Jal, He said, Wallahu yad'u ila Daris Salam. Allah calls to Dar as-Salam. Why is the paradise called Darus Salam? You know what as-Salam means? This is one of the names of Allah, as-Salam. You and I, perhaps shallow meaning, we know that as-Salam means peace. And that's exactly what it is. As-Salam means perfection. Allah's name, As-Salam, meaning the perfect. The paradise being called Darus Salam, meaning the dwelling of peace. There's freedom of all sorts of troubles and difficulties and hardships and illnesses and sicknesses. It is Salam, it is free from all of this. That's why it's called Darus Salam. So really, a life with no difficulty, a life with no sickness, a life with no illness, and a life of full happiness is only a life of the paradise. And when the believers enter the paradise, a caller calls out and he says, Inna lakum an tasihhu fala tasqamu abada. The hadith sahih narrated by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, that when the believers enter the paradise, they are told, Inna lakum an tasihhu, that you are going to be healthy from now on. فَلَا تَسْقَمُوا أَبَدًا. You will never ever experience sickness ever after this moment. وَإِنَّ لَكُمْ أَن تَحْيُوا فَلَا تَمُوتُوا أَبَدًا. And you will live forever and you will never ever die. There's no such thing as death anymore in the paradise. وَإِنَّ لَكُمْ أَن تَشِبُّوا فَلَا تَهْرَمُوا أَبَدًا. And you will remain youthful in the paradise and you will never ever enter into old age. وَإِنَّ لَكُمْ أَن تَنْعَمُوا فَلَا تَبْأَسُوا أَبَدًا. And you shall experience happiness and comfort, and you will never ever experience misery and discomfort ever again. Allahu Akbar. These are words that are told to the believers in the paradise. Until then, then in this life, expect sickness, expect death, which is the most certain fact of this worldly life. Expect old age, and expect misery and difficulty and hardships. Allahu Akbar.